Hey guys, what's up? This was a story that I wrote 5 years ago. I always told myself that when I was ready, I was going to elaborate it into something much longer. When I first came up with this idea, it was supposed to be Victorian, old-fashioned wigs with the big dresses, carriages, castles, and horses, and even Old English. But instead, I decided to go into another direction. I kept the same storyline, just the imagery and time. Also, the culture has changed. I chose to put a lot of my Cuban roots into this and chose to make the story Spanglish. I'm really pleased with the choices I made. Well, here it is. Ana y las Tres, Episode 10, Suicidio y escándalos. Even when I was working on this episode, I was laughing to myself because of all the drama that was happening. Okay, so let's begin. In the last episode, an affair began between Anna, the maid, and Gabriel, the husband of the house. In the beginning of this episode, it continues, but it specifically centers around one day. They came back from the market. They use that as a cover, which probably isn't the best one considering there's a cook and she's the one that brings all the food to the mansion. Most of their day was spent at an art festival downtown, at the beach. They even took a boat. Since Cynthia went to a retreat for meditation, they took advantage of the time. Besides, having an affair in the mansion was becoming too risky, especially with the cook. And Anna told Gabriel she sensed that the staff that worked at the mansion was starting to give her dirty looks. So this starts off with them driving back. Anna saying, "Don't you think it's a little strange? Do you think that she knows?" Playing dumb. Anna is playing this victim card very well. She's acting like she doesn't know. She knows everything that's happening. She's one step ahead of everyone. And the fact that she has stolen the doctor's heart, she's going to use that to her advantage. Gabriel says, "Stop being so paranoid. We are being careful." Anna doesn't think Gabriel's being careful. Actually, she thinks that he's being sloppy and that he wants to be caught because he's tired of being with his wife. He's made up his mind. Today is the day when they both get home. Gabriel is going to tell his wife that it's over. Anna reacts. "Wait a minute, are you going to tell her about us?" Inside, Anna's smiling because this is exactly what she wants. Gabriel says, "No, calm down. I'm going to do it with time." Anna says, "Are you sure you want to do this?" To make herself look more sympathetic. Then he tells her to go into the glove compartment. She does, and there's a ring box. Inside of it is a 4-carat round side stone engagement ring in platinum. She says it's beautiful, but what about Cynthia? He reminds her she'll be fine. She may not have family, but she has her money, her mansion, her social life, her friends. We could start our lives all over. Anna and Gabriel reach the gates of the mansion, and in the driveway, they see an ambulance, paramedics, several police cars, and even Channel 7 News, vans. Both of them are confused and shocked. Anna removes her hand from Gabriel's as he pulls up and parks his car behind a police car. 3 paramedics removing a stretcher, and a body was covered, which was Cynthia Smith. She jumped off the balcony after discovering the date book that was set in her bedroom, Anna's bedroom. But it was the cook that put it in hers. She knew all about Anna and Gabriel's secret. Angelica, the cook, is standing by the door, giving her story to the police. I wanted to bring another connection. I figured since I had Robert Davidson and Keisha, I would bring in her baby daddy, Officer Stevens, into the story, along with Sheriff Riley. So basically, she's just telling the officer, Stevens, that it was her that found the body because she heard the drop. The body fell in the windshield of a car. Sheriff Riley tells Gabriel that they've been taking his wife's body to the morgue in Jefferson Hospital, which is not the hospital that he works at. This made everything so real to Gabriel. He wasn't happy in his marriage, but he also didn't want this to happen either. Officer Stevens thinks that this is not a homicide, that it was a suicide. A very unhappy woman, maybe in her marriage, not completely bored, whatever. Well, Sheriff Riley noticed right from the start when Gabriel parked his car that Anna, and she's still in it, waiting. He's pointing that out. Officer Stevens sees the speculation of them having an affair, and as unethical as this is, it's not illegal. But then he states that when he went up at the balcony where she threw herself off at. There was a black book with all the dates set. When Anna and Gabriel would spend their days together, Officer Stevens thinks that the wife found it, while Sheriff Riley thinks it was the cook that planted it. Even so, this is all scandal. Then there's a part in the story where, since all of this is being televised, Maria, Hector, and Vanessa are watching on their break at work, and you hear their different perspectives on the situation. Vanessa and Maria get into a bit of an argument because of it, while Hector has his opinions but keeps himself out of it. In the end of this episode, Anna discovers that it was the cook that planted the black book in Cynthia Smith's room. And it was her that called the police, even though this isn't a murder, because Cynthia Smith is such a wealthy woman and well known. She knows reporters would come, and that's what she wants, to expose Anna. Stay tuned for the next episode.